Some creatures are born with strange features, while others are created in labs through experiments. But they are all equally bizarre. So hang on to watch the most shocking critters that remained hidden for years.
Yeah. And there's no home when they stop.
Gone.
In a small town in Brazil, locals were left stunned when they spotted a strange goat-like being wandering near their homes. It had rough, pinkish skin, multiple glowing blue-green eyes spread across its forehead, and curved horns protruding from its head. Its uneven teeth made it look even more unsettling. Authorities were called, and they quickly took it away for examination. Since then, no updates have been given, and some people believed it was an unknown species, while others thought it was something far beyond this world.
Here, just around here.
Yeah.
Creepy cow. After a long day at work, a man was driving home and decided to take a shortcut through the woods. The road was empty until he saw a cow standing in the middle. He slowed down, waiting for it to move, but then it turned its head. What he saw terrified him badly. It didn't have a normal face. It looked like something from a sci-fi movie, its mouth opening in a terrifying way. Without thinking twice, he hit the gas and sped away, not daring to look back. Strange baby. A shocking birth took place in Dallas, Texas, when a baby was born with highly unusual features. Instead of a typical newborn, this infant had a strange, almost animal-like face. Its ears were pointed, its nose was flat, and its eyes carried an intense stare. Small patches of hair stuck out from its head, adding to its unnatural appearance. Doctors and nurses were left speechless, unsure of how to explain the baby's features. As news spread, theories arose. Was this a rare genetic mutation, or something far beyond medical science? Unidentified being. Nature has its way of playing tricks on the eyes. While exploring the woods, a man noticed something strange near a rocky surface. At first, it looked like an oddly shaped rock, blending perfectly with its surroundings. But as he stepped closer, he realized it was a strange being that had a lizard-like face, 4 legs, and a long tail. It was alive. The eerie sight left him stunned. Was this some unknown species, or just a rare mutation? Before he could react, the strange being scurried away, vanishing into the wilderness. The man left, still questioning what he had just seen. Cyclops kitten. One evening, a man stepped outside his house and stumbled upon something shocking. A tiny, hairless kitten with a single, unblinking eye in the middle of its forehead. At first, he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him, but as he picked it up, reality set in. This was no ordinary kitten. Was this a bizarre mutation, or had it escaped from some secret experiment? The kitten's unusual features raised more questions than answers. Whatever the truth was, the sight of this strange little being left the man with an unsettling feeling. Unusual cat. Outside a vet clinic, someone hurriedly left a strange-looking cat and disappeared. The vet brought it inside to examine, and the first thing that stood out was its unusually large ears. They were much bigger than normal, making the cat look almost unreal. It seemed like the result of some kind of scientific experiment, but no one could say for sure. Despite its odd appearance, the cat was harmless and looked at the vet with innocent eyes. What had caused this unusual feature remained a mystery. Mysterious being. While adjusting a camp in the woods, a man noticed something unusual nearby. At first, he thought it was just a small pile of sticks resting on the ground, but when it suddenly moved, he was shocked. As he looked closer, he realized it wasn't a pile of sticks at all. It was alive. The strange thing crawled slowly, blending perfectly with its surroundings. He had never seen anything like it before. Was it an insect? A hidden creature? He backed away, unsure if he had stumbled upon something natural or something unknown. To this day, the mystery remains. unusual lamb. Some sights are hard to forget, and this was one of them. A mutant lamb born in Kladogistan shocked veterinarians with its human-like face. It had a potato-shaped nose, prominent lips, and a well-defined chin, despite coming from completely normal parents. Experts were baffled, but one theory suggested that an excess of vitamin A in the mother's diet caused the mutation. The bizarre appearance of the lamb quickly made it an internet sensation, with people around the world wondering about its fate. While some dismissed it as a strange anomaly, others were left unsettled by how human it looked. Nature can be full of eerie surprises. Mysterious bird. A man in a small town in Indonesia was heading home when he spotted something unusual in his yard. At first, he thought it was a peacock, but as he looked closer, it became clear this was something else entirely. Its feathers shimmered with strange colors. Its neck was longer than any bird he had ever seen, and its wings were massive. Before he could get a better look, the creature flapped its wings and soared into the sky. Maybe it wasn't just a rare bird. Perhaps it was something not meant for this world. Maybe Sasquatch. An expert went into the woods for an exploration. Everything was normal until he felt strange movements around him. When he looked around, he was shocked. Hanging from a tree bush was a strange creature. It had thick fur, small limbs, and a face that looked familiar. It almost looked like a baby Sasquatch. He couldn't believe his eyes. He stood there for a while just watching the creature. Was it really what he thought? In the end, he decided to leave and let the baby beast enjoy its time. Unidentified creature. A boy went into the woods to paint nature. As he set up his equipment, something strange caught his eye. Around a tree, a long, trunk-like thing was moving. It didn't look like any animal he knew. Curious and a little unsure, he took out his phone and recorded a video. Later, he shared it online. The video spread fast, and people had different opinions. Some said it was an unusual anaconda, while others believed it was a monstrous millipede. Whatever it was, the boy knew he had seen something truly strange. Creepy encounter. A man searching for his lost dog ventured deep into the woods, calling its name, but the silence felt unnatural. As he moved through the dense trees, his flashlight flickered, revealing something peeking from behind a tree. Two glowing eyes stared at him, and he noticed horns on its head. The figure remained still, watching him. Fear gripped him as he realized this was no ordinary animal. He stepped back slowly, but the creature didn't move. The man turned and ran, leaving the woods behind. His dog was never found, and he never dared to return to that place. Unusual being.
And you come back to relaxation, to see back to the reality, and then you see this thing. That's not reality. It almost looked like an alien. It looked like Dr. Evil's cat, but a raccoon version.
A man in BC's Lower Mainland spotted something unusual wandering through a front lawn. At first, he could barely believe his eyes. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before. Curious, he recorded the strange being and shared the video online. Soon, experts confirmed what it was: a hairless raccoon. Though it looked odd, it was just a rare case of nature's surprises. Biggest moose. A man went fishing in a river in Canada. After catching some fish, he took his boat toward the woods, planning to camp there for the night. But something made him change his mind. Standing on the riverbank was a huge moose, staring right at him, almost as if it had been waiting for him. The sight shocked him. He had never seen anything like it before. Feeling uneasy, he decided not to take any chances. He turned his boat around and left, not looking back. Monster croc. In a village in Indonesia, a giant crocodile had everyone living in fear. The villagers informed the authorities many times, but no help came. No one had seen the crocodile properly, but whenever someone went near the river, it attacked without warning. One day, the villagers decided to catch it themselves. After a long struggle, they finally trapped the beast, but when they saw it up close, they were shocked. It was much bigger than they had imagined, with giant teeth that made it look monstrous. They sedated it, tied it to a cart, and handed it over to the authorities. With the threat finally gone, the villagers could live peacefully again, enjoying the river without fear. Rare dog. A hunter was deep in the woods when he noticed strange movement nearby. He turned and was shocked to see a sleek, hairless dog right in front of him. The Xoloitzcuintli, an ancient breed rarely seen in the wild. It is one of the oldest and rarest dog breeds, dating back over 3,000 years. Its remains have been found in tombs of the Colima, Aztec, Toltec, and Mayan civilizations. These ancient cultures saw the Xolo as sacred, believing it guided souls to the afterlife. The hunter watched as the mysterious dog quietly vanished into the woods. Strange elephant. Not everything in the wild is easy to explain. A man was exploring the woods when he suddenly saw something that left him completely confused. A baby elephant. But this wasn't an ordinary one. Unlike any elephant he had ever seen or heard of, this one had thick hair covering its head. It looked unusual, almost like it belonged to another time. He hid and observed it for a long time, trying to understand what he was looking at. But no, he had no clue what it really was. In the end, he left the site. Human face monkey. A monkey in a zoo has caught the internet's attention, and it's not because of its tricks. At a zoo in Tianjin, a black-capped capuchin has become an online sensation due to its strangely human-like face. Its wide eyes, expressive features, and almost human-shaped mouth make it look eerily familiar. Many people who saw the images wondered if this was just a trick of nature or something else entirely. While experts confirm it's a normal monkey, its unique appearance has sparked endless debates. Is it just a rare genetic trait, or something more mysterious? Werewolf. People in a small town in Mexico often claimed a werewolf lived in the woods. To find the truth, a boy decided to investigate at night. He had just been there for a short time when he suddenly felt something near a tree. As he got closer, he was shocked. It was a giant werewolf, but something seemed off. It looked like it was struggling, as if suffering from something. Fear took over, and the boy ran without looking back. He wasn't sure if leaving was the right choice, but he knew he had seen something he would never forget. Unexpected discovery. It didn't look like any known species. Carefully, they picked it up, examining its unusual body. Its movements were unsettling, almost unnatural. Unsure if it was a rare mutation or something undiscovered, they decided to take it with them for further study. Whatever it was, one thing was certain. It was far beyond anything they had ever encountered before. One-eye goat. In a small village in Assam, India, something unbelievable happened. A baby goat was born with a single huge eye in the middle of its forehead, one ear, and no nose. The villagers were stunned, having never seen anything like it before. Experts later explained that the goat suffered from cyclopia, a rare birth defect that affects facial development. Despite its unusual appearance, some locals believed it was a mystical sign, while others saw it as an unfortunate event. The strange goat became the center of attention, drawing visitors from nearby areas. Human wolf. No one could believe their eyes when locals in a small town in Portugal caught a strange being hiding in a corner. It had human-like features but was covered in dark fur, with clawed limbs and an unsettling appearance. Some whispered that it was a werewolf, while others believed it had escaped from a secret lab where terrifying experiments were being conducted. Authorities arrived, but no official explanation was given. Since then, rumors have only grown, with many wondering if this being was something beyond human understanding. Whatever it was, its presence left the town in fear. Featherless rooster. Not every rooster needs feathers to win hearts. In Indonesia, A featherless rooster named Boule became the star of his village. Without feathers, he struggled with the cold, but his owner, Fauzan, took care of him like family. Fauzan even chirped like a rooster to talk to him. People from all over visited just to see Boule, amazed by his rare appearance. Was this just a rare condition, or was there something more unusual about him? Whatever the case, Boule proved that sometimes being different makes you special. Giant goat. After a long day, a man was relaxing at home when he noticed something unusual moving in his yard. Curious, he stepped outside to check and was shocked to see a giant goat standing there. But something was off. Its face looked strange and unlike any goat he had ever seen. He stood still, watching closely as the animal remained in his yard for a while before slowly walking away. No one knew where it had come from or what made it look so unusual. The mystery remained unsolved. Giant snake. The Australian wilderness is full of surprises, but this one was beyond imagination. A man returning home was stunned to see a massive anaconda draped across his roof and a nearby tree. Half of its body slithered along the rooftop, while the rest wrapped around the branches, making it look even more terrifying. He immediately called authorities, who arrived expecting a large snake, but it was far bigger than they imagined. As they got closer, the true size of the giant reptile became clear. Removing it safely was no easy task, but after a careful effort, they managed to capture it and took it with them. Encounters like this make you wonder what else is hiding in the wild. Human face robot. Scientists in Japan have made a shocking breakthrough. A humanoid robot face covered with lab-grown human skin. This artificial skin is not just for appearance. It can heal itself when damaged, just like real human skin. Researchers used living human cells to create a flexible and lifelike texture over the robot's structure. While the technology is still in its early stages, it could lead to advanced robotics for medical and prosthetic uses. Some find it fascinating, while others feel uneasy about robots looking more human than ever. The future of humanoid machines is closer than we think. Creepy encounter. In Dallas, Texas, a man heard strange noises from his yard in the middle of the night. He stepped outside. He saw something straight out of a sci-fi movie, a strange deer. But this was no ordinary deer. It had faces on both sides of its body. One side looked completely blank, as if no face had ever existed there. The other side, however, had a human-like face staring back at him. The sight was terrifying. He ran inside, too scared to stay any longer. Since that night, the strange being was never seen again, leaving behind nothing but a mystery. Controlling mouse brain. Imagine controlling a brain with just a remote. It sounds like science fiction, but researchers have made it a reality. In 2015, scientists developed a brain implant that could remotely influence a mouse's movements. This wireless device targeted specific neural networks, making the mouse walk a chosen path. Experts believe this technology could one day help treat neurological disorders in humans by delivering targeted therapies. While the breakthrough is impressive, it also raises ethical concerns. If scientists can control a mouse's brain, could the same be done to humans in the future? The possibilities and risks are endless. Rarest hybrid. In a secret lab, a scientist had been conducting bizarre experiments, pushing the limits of nature. This time, he attempted something unheard of, creating a hybrid between pigeons and chickens. After months of secret trials, the results were shocking. These hybrids had the body structure of pigeons, but with long legs and an upright stance, like chickens. Their necks stretched tall, giving them an unusual, almost unnatural look. Their wings seemed awkwardly shaped, as if caught between two species. These hybrids moved in a way that was neither fully pigeon nor chicken, leaving their existence as an unsettling mystery. Artificial ear. In a groundbreaking experiment, scientists successfully grew an artificial human ear on the back of a mouse. This eerie sight was part of a larger effort to develop bioengineered organs for medical use. The ear, created using human cartilage cells, was designed to help patients in need of reconstructive surgery. While it may look like something from science fiction, the experiment marked a significant step in regenerative medicine. Researchers hope such advancements will one day allow damaged organs to be replaced with lab-grown alternatives, offering new hope to those awaiting transplants. Creepy fish. A public aquarium became the center of a bizarre event when visitors noticed something unusual swimming inside. Among the usual marine life, a few strange fish stood out. Their eyes weren't just reflecting light, they were glowing, as if tiny flashlights were shining from within. The eerie sight left people stunned. What made it even stranger was the strict restriction. No one was allowed to get too close. Observers could only watch from a distance, raising countless questions. Were these just rare bioluminescent fish, or was there something more mysterious at play? Dark creature. Taking a shortcut through the woods always seemed like a good idea, until this drive proved otherwise. A man heading home late from work took a shortcut through the woods when something in the middle of the path made him hit the brakes. A strange, dark figure stood there. At first, it looked like a wolf, but its head was oddly shaped, unlike anything he had ever seen. Yet, there was something gentle about it, as if it wasn't there to harm him. The two stared at each other for a moment before the creature calmly turned and disappeared into the trees. Beast encounter. A hiker was heading back from a trail when something unusual caught his eye in the nearby woods. Curious, he moved closer, and what he saw left him shocked. A giant beast, something that looked like a dogman, was roaming around. It seemed to be searching for food. Hiding behind the bushes, the hiker watched carefully, afraid to make a sound. Before the beast could notice him, he slowly backed away and left the area. Luckily, he made it back safely, but he would never forget what he had seen. Giant of woods. The woods hold secrets that few ever get to see. A photographer testing his camera from the hills captured something hard to believe. A massive dragon in the woods. It had huge wings and seemed to be searching for something, even from miles away. The sight scared him. He couldn't tell if it was real or something beyond explanation. But one thing was certain. He had witnessed something incredible. The photo remained with him, a reminder that some mysteries hide in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to be seen. Human face spider. Not every spider needs superpowers to grab attention. A Japanese woman filmed a spider inside a flower in her garden, and its pattern looked just like a human face. This spider belongs to the Daiia group, which comes in different colors. The face-like pattern is unique to this specimen and gets darker with age, suggesting it is still young. While such patterns are common, they are rarely as cute as this one. Nature always finds a way to surprise us, even with tiny 8-legged artists. Olivier chimpanzee.
The claims about Oliver being so different physically were true. There's no other ape that walks exactly like Oliver does or looks the same.
Oliver, a truly unique chimpanzee, baffled experts for years. Unlike others of his kind, he preferred to walk upright on 2 legs, leading to wild theories about his origins. Some believed he was a completely new species, while others speculated he might be a hybrid between a human and a chimp, often called a human-zee. His unusual behavior and appearance fueled debates in the scientific community throughout the 1970s. However, genetic tests later confirmed that Oliver was just a distinct individual of the common chimpanzee species, Pan troglodytes. Despite this, his strange habits kept people fascinated for decades.
No chimp trained to walk upright walks in the same way he does, with his shoulders back, straight upward, and with his knees locked. Even his scent is different from the normal scent of a chimpanzee. It's very rank and quite distinct.
Mythical being. A mysterious video from an unknown source left everyone puzzled. It showed a griffin, a legendary being, sitting calmly in a room. Even stranger, someone was seen gently rubbing its head, as if it were their pet. People had different opinions. Some believed it was the result of a secret experiment, while others thought it was proof that mythical beings truly exist. Creepy croc. While exploring the woods, a man noticed something unusual near a muddy path. At first, it looked like a regular crocodile, but something was off. It didn't have all 4 legs. Despite that, it moved fast, dragging itself toward the water. Its rough, scaly body and sharp eyes made it look even more fearsome than a normal crocodile. The man watched in shock as it slipped into the water without a sound. He quickly left the area, unsure if he had just seen a rare mutation or something else entirely. Giant ape. Back in 2003, people in a small town in Texas saw something unbelievable. A 500-pound ape roaming their area. Fear spread quickly, and they called the authorities. When the team arrived, one of them noticed something strange. The ape wasn't aggressive. It was calm, almost gentle. The man sat near it, trying to make it feel comfortable. Slowly, the giant seemed to trust him. In the end, they took the ape with them. Since that day, no one knows where it went or what happened to it. Rare encounter. Some animals are rarer than others, and albino reindeer are among them. A woodcutter in the forest spotted a group of reindeer, but 2 stood out. They were completely white. Albino reindeer are rare, their unique color caused by a lack of pigment. He watched in awe as they moved gracefully among the others. After a while, the group wandered deep into the forest, disappearing into the trees. It was a moment the woodcutter would never forget, a rare sight that few ever get to witness. Scary baby goat. A farmer in Peru heard strange noises coming from his cattle shed late at night. When he stepped outside to check, everything seemed normal at first, but then he noticed a baby goat standing still. Something about it felt off. As he looked closer, he realized its face was unusual. Its eyes were glowing in the dark. He had never seen anything like it before. Was it just a trick of the light, or was something unnatural at play? No one could say for sure, but the sight haunted him long after that night. Dogman.
Peludo.
In a town in Brazil, stories of a creature called the Dogman had spread for years. People believed it lived deep in the woods, and no one dared to investigate. But one morning, locals saw something unexpected in the middle of the road. The Dogman, no longer alive. Even in that state, its massive jaws and sharp teeth looked terrifying. People gathered around, shocked at what they were witnessing. No one knew how it ended up there, or what happened to it. But one thing was certain, the mystery of the Dogman had only deepened. Chupacabra. In a small village in Mexico, strange things had been happening at night. Farmers often heard odd noises, but never found the cause. One night, a farmer woke up to strange sounds. Grabbing his torch, he walked toward the cattle shed. What he saw left him stunned. A chupacabra was feeding on his goat. Fear took over, and he couldn't react. Then, suddenly, the creature turned its gaze toward him. That was enough to snap him out of his shock. He ran as fast as he could. Maybe the villagers needed to think about their safety. Mysterious being. A man was walking along a quiet road when he noticed something unusual. At first, it looked like a squirrel, but something felt off. Curious, he stepped closer and got puzzled. It had a long, rat-like tail, dark black skin, and a tiny eye on its forehead. He had never seen anything like it before. As he stood there trying to make sense of it, the strange being suddenly ran away. No one knows exactly what it was or where it came from. Giant rooster. You may have seen many roosters, but nothing like this. An Indonesian farmer owned what was believed to be the world's biggest rooster, almost the size of a goat. No one knew its exact age, but it was surely quite old. Despite that, it looked strong and healthy, standing tall like a king of the farm. People came from far away just to see this giant bird. Some even believed it was a special breed or a rare mutation. Whatever the truth was, this rooster remained a legend in the village. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. A Texas hunter, Marcus Rangel, claimed to have caught the world's largest frog, weighing around 13 pounds. He shared a photo online where he held the massive frog in one hand and a weapon in the other. The image quickly went viral, with millions of people sharing it and debating its authenticity. Many users found the frog's long head unusual and suspected the photo was fake. However, wildlife expert Steve Lightfoot confirmed that the image is real, but explained that an optical illusion makes the frog appear much larger than it is.